サノバウィッチ。
Waking up at the usual time, I hop out of bed and get dressed. Gotta make breakfast now. Morning.
おはよう。昨日はどうだった？
Pretty swimmingly. I was done with everything before sunset.
おはよう、星田くん。
Oh yeah, hey Akta-san.
昨日はごめんね。急にお仕事を代わってもらっちゃって。どうだった？
Great, finished everything without a hitch, so you're all set.
あ、ほんと？ありがとう。助かっちゃった。
Did everything go all right at your thing yesterday?
おかげさまで。あ、そうだ。お礼にクッキーを焼いてきたから食べて。手作りだよ。
Oh, thanks.
よ、秋田。断らない習字も悪いと思うけど、そういう仕事はちゃんと自分でするべきだろう。
それは分かってるし、星名くんには悪いと思ってるよ。でも昨日は本当に特別な日だったの。レアだったの。病院だったの。
Hospital rare? Is that your way of saying there was a physician at the mixer? That's pretty impressive.
合コン？何のこと？全然わかんない。とにかく昨日はありがとね。
She smiles cheerfully, then quickly takes her leave.
バレても笑顔を崩さないあたりはさすがだな。
Guess that hospital, whatever mixer, went great for her.
成功した分、お前はもっと文句を言ってもよかったと思うけど、ま、嫌味は言ったからよしとしておこう。
I can at least do that. I just hope it teaches her a lesson. But hey, I got some cookies out of it this time, so it's all good.
それって露骨な家庭的な私って素敵アピールじゃね。
Doesn't change how happy I was.
気持ちはわかる。計算だとか分かっていても嬉しいもんは嬉しいんだよな。
おはよう。
Ah, morning.
おはよう、若菜ちゃん。
二人とも何の話をしてたの？
The simple-minded nature of man.
何それ？はあ、もしかして女子には言えないようなエロい話？
男には女に言えない秘密があるものなんだよ。別にエロくはないけどね。
なんか怪しい。
She's eyeing us dubiously, but unfortunately for her, she doesn't get the chance to pursue things further.
おい、若菜ちゃん。何？お客さんだよ。お客？
Karia turns her eyes to see Ayachi-san.
どうしたの、あやちさん。ちょっとお話がありまして。今いいですか？それはもちろん構わないけど。何？もしかしてアルバイトのことで何かあるの？いえ、それとは関係のない話で、カリアさんにお願いがありまして。私にできることなら。それじゃあ、ちょっとこっちに。え？でももうすぐチャイムが。すぐに済みますからお願いします。
Ayachi-san pulls Karia by the hand and they both exit the classroom.
何だったんだ？
No idea. Maybe some girls-only conversation.
それってなんだか胸がときめくな。恋愛話とかかな。
I don't think they're that good of friends. But still, I didn't know Karia went to consult Ayachi-san either. It could be that they're actually pretty close, and I just never knew.
というか、綾地さんや若菜ちゃんって好きな相手がいるのかな？二人ともそういう雰囲気はあんまりないけど。
Who knows? I don't know much about Ayachi-san, but I do hang around Karia a decent bit. She rarely talks about romance, plus, when she does, I never perceive anything special. So Karia probably doesn't have one. But what about Ayachi-san?
あ、もう帰ってきた。案外早かったな。何の用だった？
ちょっと伝言を頼まれただけ。
伝言？わざわざ若菜ちゃんに頼むのはなんで？
それは言わない約束だから。ちなみにその相手も教えないよ。
秘密にされると余計に気になるな。
ほら、チャイムも鳴ったんだから、話はおしまい。
まあ、仕方ないか。
Kaido lets out a disappointed sigh before returning to his seat. Alright, guess I'll go to mine too.
おーっと、星名はちょい待ち。
Before I even have the time to react, she's moved so close to me our bodies are almost touching. Ah, you're super close. What's up?
はい、これ。
What's this? An envelope? Is there a letter inside? Wait, don't tell me Kadia has a crush on me. She sure is acting pretty nonchalant about it though.
あ、ちなみに言っておくけど、私じゃないからね。勘違いしないように。
Ah, okay.
私じゃなくて、さっき頼まれた伝言っていうのはこれのこと。
Huh? You mean the sender of this letter is Aya?
おっと、それ以上は口にしない方が安全のためだよ。
Right. The jealousy I'd find myself faced with if people knew I got a letter from her would be unlike anything I'd ever experienced before. But why would she give me a letter?
そこまでは知らないよ。私は頼まれただけだもん。むしろこっちが理由を聞きたいぐらいだね。一体何したのさ。というか、彼女かなり真剣だった。本当に心当たりはないの？
Nope, I've barely even talked to her.
ふーん。とにかく、ちゃんと渡したから。あとは星名に任せたよ。じゃあね。
Good luck. With what though? For the time being, I head to my seat, making sure that nobody sees the letter.
では前回の続きから教科書の158ページを開いて。
Hisashima Sensei is standing before the lectern, teaching class like usual. Me, however, I can't concentrate whatsoever. After making sure that the coast is clear, I take out the envelope I got from Kadia. What could Ayachi-san possibly want with me? It's so puzzling. I take a moment to calm myself before quietly opening the envelope. I take out the letter inside, unfold it, and place it over my textbook. Please come to the club room of the occult club today after school. You'll find it on the top floor of the second building. I need to ask a favor of you. Man, she has some seriously good handwriting. The letters have a touch of charm and cuteness to them, perfectly befitting Ayachi-san's image. But a favor, she said? I'm only more confused. I mean, what could she possibly need that would warrant specifically summoning me to her club room? Don't tell me she's gonna confess. Yeah, no, fat chance. We barely even know each other, and I highly doubt a girl as pretty as her would be smitten with me from my appearance. So what does that even leave me with? Maybe it's part of some dare? But she seems too pure-hearted to take part in games like that. And I doubt Kadia would go along with it for a reason like that. Seriously, what does she want with me? I keep pondering that throughout class, and finally, school is out. I quickly gather my stuff and exit through the door. There are a few people in the hallway here and there, but none pay me any attention. I give the letter I received this morning another quick check. Today after school at the OSC's club room, and it's addressed to me. Yep, definitely didn't misread anything. I seriously have no clue what this is about, but yeah, guess I'll just go and see. I've arrived, and now stand before the room of the OC that I discovered yesterday, but yeah, I'm kinda getting cold feet.
もしもし？
Huh? Yes?
おかけに何か用事？あ、もしかして入部希望者？
No, that's not it. I just to talk to someone in it.
あやちさんに？あ、もしかして告白とか？はやちさんかわいいもんね。
No, nothing like that.
本当に？別に隠さなくてもいいんだよ。お姉さん言いふらしたりしないから。
I promise it's not a confession. Please, just drop that idea, Togakushi-senpai.
あれ、ごめんね。失礼なことを聞いちゃうけど、話したことあったかな？
No, this is my first time. I just know who you are because you are the student council president. Ah, sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Hoshina Shuji.
星野くんね。今後ともよろしく。
Togakushi-senpai is just as popular as Ayachi-san. It's my first time seeing her this up close, and I can see why she is.
ん？どうかしたかな？
No, it's nothing.
それで、結局のところ中に入る？入らない？お姉さん、用事があるから中に入れてほしいんだけど。
Oh, my bad. I didn't know I was in your way.
気にしないでいいよ。というより、中に入らなくていいの？そうだ。もし勇気が出ないなら、私と一緒に入る？心配しなくても私はすぐに外に出るから、二人っきりにしてあげるってば。
I guess I'll take you up on that then.
だって？
But just for the record, I'm not asking her out.
そんなに照れなくてもいいんだってば。恋をするのは素敵なことなんだから。
She then giggles slightly. Following that, she knocks on the door.
失礼するね。こんにちは、あやちさん。戸隠先輩でしたか。おやおや、なんか気になる反応だね。もしかして他の誰かを待ってたのかな？それはもしかして待っているのは星野くんだったりするのかな？ぽわほら星野くん、早く中に入ろうよ。用事あるんでしょ？
Urged on by Togakushi-senpai, I slowly enter the room. Excuse me.
星野くん。二人の話の前にちょっと時間をもらってもいい？あやちさんに話しておかなきゃいけないことがあるの。はい、部室の件ですよね。
The club room? I'm a little curious, but I suddenly watch them without interjecting. Apparently, the fact that Ayachi-san's the only member of the club is a problem. If she doesn't find any additional members by a certain time, she'll have to vacate the club room. Well, no surprise there. I'm sure there are plenty of other clubs and circles who would kill for a room this big.
10月までに部員数が規定の3人になれば問題ないはずだからね。そこは前に言った通りだから。はい、わかりました。ありがとうございます。ということで、私の話はこれでおしまい。じゃあ、あとは若い2人に任せてお姉さんが退散するよ。
Look, I keep telling you that's not what this is about.
ではでは。
Togakushi-senpai waves goodbye with a smile and leaves the room, which, as a result, has left me alone with Ayachi-san. My nerves were starting to calm down, but not anymore. So, Ayachi-san, Kadia gave me a letter and said it was from you, but I just want to check. You did mean it for me, right? It's not some mistake, is it?
はい、そうです。
It's not part of some dare either, right?
罰ゲームですか？
Ah, no, forget it. I guess it wasn't. Her puzzled look is more than enough to tell that was a pointless worry. Yeah, she isn't that kind of person in the first place. So, let's get right to it. What is this about?
ちなみにこの部屋を見てどう思いますか？懐かしいと思ったり、何か思うことはあったりしませんか？
Not sure what to say. I give it a quick survey just to make sure. It just looks like your average club room. The interior seems rather personally decorated. Well, it's all occult-related stuff. I've never been in this room before, I know that, so there's no possible way I'd feel nostalgia. No, not really.
そうですか。そうですよね。
Why is she frowning like that? I really don't get this girl.
星名くん、一つお願いがありまして。
Sure, what is it?
実は見てほしいものがありまして。
You want me to watch something? What?
私の
What you?
オナニーを見てください。
Oh boy. Could you repeat that?
ですから私のオナニーです。
Huh? Are you talking about... what?
G です。マスターベーションです。一人エッチです。これだけ言わせて聞こえないふりをするだなんて意地悪すぎます。
It's not that I didn't hear you, I was just in utter disbelief. Why? Like, masturbation? Masturbation? Are you serious?
だってもう他に思いつく方法がないんです。こうなってしまった以上、オナニーを見てもらうことしか私には。
What in actual hell is going on? Why is she the one counseling other people? She's the one that needs to go see someone about her problems?
今からテーブルの角でオナニーをしますから。もう私に残された道はこれしかないんです。
Not even normal masturbation, but table humping? Stop, please. You shouldn't be doing this.
私じゃダメなんですか？私のオナニーなんて見たくありませんか？
Why is she asking me that? Like, what do I even answer her with? Well, she does seem pretty distressed. Maybe I should just be honest. If we're being perfectly honest, I'm interested. I would love to see you masturbate, but...
じゃあします。
How desperate are you? Look, just wait 1 minute. Calm down. Take a few deep breaths.
話してください。私はオナニーをしなくちゃいけないんです。それを見てもらわないといけないんです。
There's no rule written anywhere that says that. Seriously, just please calm down. If you need someone to talk, I can listen. Please, Ayachi-san. The two of us grapple, with Ayachi-san frantically trying to remove her skirt and me desperately try to stop her. How did this even come about? Why am I, a guy, currently trying to stop the most pure-hearted girl in the school from engaging in such a deranged, perverted act? Either way, I feel like I should stop this. I can perceive the desperation that's driving her to do this. I continue to fervently persuade her, and finally, after about 10 more minutes of back and forth, she calmed down. Phew, I'm exhausted.
そんなかわいそうな目で私を見ないでください。
I'm not trying to...
ドン引きしてます。そんな目で見つめられて頭のおかしい露出狂扱いされるぐらいならいっそ死にたい。
Ayachi-san, you're scaring me. Please, just calm down.
綾地さん、綾地さん、名前で呼んではくれないんですよね。
Huh? You want me to call you by your name?
いえ、いいんです。気にしないでください。あと、さっきのオナニー発言のことも忘れてください。
Everything alright? If you're going through some problems, I don't mind listening.
あれは違うんです。別に悩みとかストレスじゃなくて、事情があるんです。ちょっと特殊な事情が女の子にはあるんですよ。
Special circumstances, you said? Special circumstances that would make her want a guy to watch her masturbate. This is the occult club, so maybe it's some sort of a black magic ritual? Yeah, no, even hentai manga wouldn't use a plotline that bogus. You sure about that? Either way, it doesn't look like she wants to tell me the real reason for her masturbation antics. If there's something troubling you, I'm willing to listen whenever. I won't tell anyone either. Ah, of course, I also won't tell anyone about what happened today, I promise.
ありがとうございます。
Not like anyone would believe me anyways. I can vividly picture it now. I'd get made fun of for trying to pass off my sexual fantasies as reality, and that would be it. So, back to the letter.
それは呼び出させてもらったのは主にオナニーのことだったんですが。
So, we both just forget that happened. Alright with you?
はい、大丈夫です。すみません、驚かせてしまいまして。
That's fine. Well, okay, probably not. I don't know if I should say this, but, you probably shouldn't say things like that to others.
わかってます。私だってあんなに恥ずかしいことを口にしたのは星名くんが初めてですから。
Yeah, I guessed as much. So, is there any way I can help you? Well, all I'd really be able to do is listen. I'm not exactly the capable guy.
それじゃあお茶を飲んでいきませんか？私が入れますから。それでお話ができれば嬉しいです。
Sure, but what do you want to talk about with me?
何でもいいんです。たわいない日常的な会話で構いませんから。
Okay then.
ありがとうございます。
I nod, albeit perplexed, and Ayachi-san sighs a heavy breath of relief. This is seriously a mystery. How am I making her feel relieved? As I tilt my head, confused, Ayachi-san finishes preparing some coffee and puts it in front of me.
どうぞ。
Thanks. The moment I bring the cup to my mouth and take a sip, a refreshing aroma enters my nose, and I immediately realize this isn't the instant kind. Man, this is good. I think I like this flavor. What kind is it?
ブレンドなんです。でもよかった。好みは変わっていないんですね。
Huh?
あ、なんでもないです。
How does she know what kind of coffee I like? And furthermore, she said she remembered. Have we actually met before? But then why isn't she telling me? Is there some sort of reason? Ayachi-san begins staring at me as I still try to make sense of that remark. I feel a mixture of happiness and loneliness flow inside me from her. What a strange mix of emotions. Why would she be feeling these things well with me? If we did meet once before, I want to remember. No, I need to remember. So, what should we talk about?
あ、そうですね。それじゃあ好きな食べ物とか聞いてもいいですか？
Sure, I don't see why not. Almost feels like I'm on a blind date. And so time goes on and we chat about everything from our favorite food to our favorite school subjects and even my childhood. There is the slight bit of awkwardness every now and then, since we are still trying to figure out the right level of intimacy, but the conversation never stops. I've completely lost track of time. I'm on my 4th cup of coffee now. But despite all the time we've been talking, I haven't found a single clue to hint me in on how Ayachi-san knows me. And before I know it, my cup's empty again.
おかわり入れますか？
Oh, no thanks. 4 cups is enough for my stomach. I've been thinking long and hard this whole time, but I can't think of anywhere we might have met. Considering how she brought up what coffee I liked, we would have had to be friends too. I wasn't living here during my childhood though, and I doubt there were any places we could have run into each other. It also doesn't help that Ayachi-san didn't mention anything about her past. Maybe I'm just forgetting? Might be a good idea to go home and check the photo albums and maybe ask my dad too. After deciding upon that, I stand up from my chair. Sorry, Ayachi-san, but it's about time for me to...
ちょっと待ってください。せめてもう一杯だけでも。
But... Following a really loud clonk, Ayachi-san crouches down and clutches her knee. It seems like she banged her knee against a table leg pretty hard. Are you... No, I guess you aren't. Want me to go fetch some salve or something from the infirmary?
平気です。痛い。
Now that I've seen this side of her, I wonder if Aichi-san is secretly a really big klutz. She seems so different from her usual image, almost feels a bit like she's a kid. She's kinda cute, and I mean that differently than how I used it to refer to her looks earlier. All sorts of stuff has been scattered around her on the floor. Tarot cards, a pentagram key holder, a Celtic cross accessory, and so on. These and many other small items fell off the table when Ayachi-san banged her knee against it. Here, I'll help you clean up. You can just sit there and recover.
すみません。
I just hope nothing's broken. I bend down and start returning all the things from the floor to the table. As I do that, Ayachi-san, unsurprisingly, stares at me again. I told myself she wasn't telling me for a reason, but maybe I should just straight up ask her. Might be best for me to just apologize for forgetting about her. I'm sorry, Ayachi-san. I know this might be a rude question, but I need to ask it anyways. Have you and I met before? It feels like we have, but I can't seem to remember a thing.
その前世でと言ったら私のことをどう思いますか？
Huh? I guess I'd just be like, yep, she's not in the cult club for nothing.
すみません、忘れてください。今のはちょっと冗談を言ってみたくなっただけなんです。面白くなかったですよね。星名くんと私はこの学院に来て初めて会いましたよ。
I perceive a sharp pain from Ayachi-san's heart as she speaks those words. If that's the truth, then why does she feel so heartbroken? Did we really meet somewhere before coming to the school? If we did though, I don't remember, and she isn't saying anything. What's the meaning of all this? What thoughts are going through her mind? What feelings is she feeling? What is she looking for from me? How much have I been hurting her over this past year just by avoiding her and not giving her what she wanted? I still feel more than a little in the dark, but even so, I wholeheartedly regret ignoring her and those looks of sincerity she was giving me. Maybe I should have tried to understand her feelings sooner. Maybe I should have talked with her about it sooner. I hang my head as the guilt wells up inside me. In doing that, my eyes find something peculiar among the items scattered on the floor. It's a very pretty stone. The shape is a bit rough around the edges. It strikes me as a shard or something. It's bright and sparkly. I can't help but find myself captivated by it. The shard here is really pretty. Is it a gem?
あ、それは大切な。
Huh? What's up with this? It's shining?
それって。
It keeps radiating these odd light as I'm holding it. My mind is in utter disarray. I can't comprehend what I'm witnessing at all. But I can feel a tangible warmth when looking at this light. It feels comforting and pleasant. What is this light? It feels kinda warm. What is this light?
それは私にもそんな風に輝くのは初めて見ましたから。
Wait, really? Then why is it... What? The light all of a sudden bursts outward, interrupting me mid-sentence. It paints my vision pure white, and I am unable to see. My eyes! I reflexively cover my eyes with my arm. The mysterious light, however, not only obscures my vision, but my mind as well. When I come to again, I'm greeted by countless small feathers fluttering all around us. Where did they come from? Why are they glowing? I cup my hands and catch one of these mystical feathers. What the hell? This thing is burning hot. Why would a feather be so hot? And why is my body growing so hot too? It's almost like the feather is transferring the heat directly into me. The feathers gather in my palms increasingly. Then, after a few moments, they sink into my hands. Ugh! Ah! Ah! What is going on?
手をにぎにぎさせないでください。何を想像してるんです。この気持ちを自分でも何て言えばいいのかわからなくて、こんなの初めてですから。好きです。私も大好きです。一日中考えちゃうぐらい好きなんです。それは恥ずかしいですけど、今はこのぬくもりに包まれていたいです。そっちの方が重要です。少し時間がかかるかもしれませんが、私は絶対に幸せにしてみせますから。それでまた二人で心の底から笑い合いましょうね。
Memories completely foreign to me. Memories of Ayachi-san and I together that I have absolutely no recollection of. They flow and pour into me with the intensity of a raging flood. It feels like both my heart and my mind will be consumed by this inferno. What is... Who is this person? He seems so happy. But what is it? Where is it? The memories pay no mind to my worries and continue their influx. That's when it all comes together. That boy is me, myself from some other world where me and Ayachi-san were boyfriend and girlfriend. It all started with me meeting Nene. Every very day I've spent with her since then was full of smiles and joy. We met purely by accident, then began to spend time together in the OC, and the hole in my heart was being filled little by little. If I had never stumbled across her that day, where would I be now? So, if there's anything I can do for her, then I want to do it. I don't care if it's the only thing I can do. I just, Nene, to at least have my feelings with her. I want to know I'm always with her.
ダメだ。そんな何の意味もない賭けに協力することはできない。
Soma-san.
どうせ賭けるなら、分が悪くてもせめて勝つ可能性のある賭けにすべきだ。それならば協力しよう。
Huh? What are you trying to say? Is there a way?
決しておすすめはしないが、星名くんがそこまで思い詰めているのなら、ネネが過去に戻った後で再び心に穴が開く可能性が高い。もしその穴が開いたら、今度は埋めることはできないかもしれない。
A hole in my heart from Nene's disappearance. Would that be something worse than the first one I had? So that means there's a point in taking the fragments from me.
だが、心が砕ける可能性もあるんだ。どちらの方がマシということはない。どちらとも非常に危険だ。だから、同じ危険を冒すのなら、せめて一縷の望みがある方が 星野くんもいいだろ？
Of course. Is there an option like that?
君がネネの魔女の活動を手伝うようになった理由を思い出してみればいい。
Our relationship first began when I accidentally found her masturbating. And when I went to return her student ID to her the next day, I wound up absorbing the fragments that she'd gathered and... Ah!
気づいたか？そういうことだ。過去に戻ったネネには心のかけらはもうない。だったら持たせればいい。
So essentially, the idea is to have the me in the world Nene goes to absorb the fragments of the me from this world?
それが叶えば君たちは再会できるかもしれない。だが正直分の悪い賭けだ。もし君の心が砕ければネネは一生そのことを悔やむだろう。自分と出会わなければそう考えるかもしれない。それに星名くんだって受け入れるとは限らない。ネネが自分の家庭を変えるように星名くんも自分の能力を受け入れているかもしれない。その場合あちらの星名くんには穴が開いていないかもしれない。もしかしたらそのかけらを拒絶するかもしれない。たられば話をあげればキリがないほど分が悪いんだ。それでも
I'll still go through with it. Please give me your assistance if possible.
分かったよ。
That was what ultimately led to these memories making their way to me. And along with, I received the worries and fears that Hoshina Shuji felt. God, I'm just so worried. Will she actually be able to find the happy life she wants? Maybe she'll have reservations about changing things and suffer all alone because of that. I wouldn't be able to help her and comfort her if that happened. I want her to find happiness. She suffered long enough. She deserves enough happiness to make up for those years of pain and solitude. And if at all possible, I want to be the one that brings her that happiness. Is that really me? It's almost unfathomable that I would come to love a girl this much. Just as hard to believe is that I was able to smile so sincerely. It almost feels like I'm looking at a doppelganger or something. Seriously, who is he? I'm looking at the person who's me, but not me, and to be honest, it's an incredibly frightful idea. That's right, I'm terrified beyond belief right now, watching this person who has my body and my voice, but a completely different personality. It sends shivers down my spine. Yet, at the same time, I feel a sense of longing in my chest. If that guy is really me, maybe I have the potential to be like that too? I've always told myself I need to change, but I've never done anything about it. Do I actually have it in me? I want to know. I want to know if that person I'm looking at is me. He seems so foreign, so alien that it's hard to even imagine that coming from the person I am. But the simple fact that I can't imagine it only makes me determined to find out even more. I want to become familiar with the feelings pouring into me through this warm light. As if to respond to that request, the light approaches me. If I come to learn and understand those feelings, I might be able to treat other people with more sincerity. At some point, I just gave up on interpersonal relationships, and now I'm only capable of those shallow, non-committal types of relationships. If, by some chance, I was capable of experiencing those feelings in another world, then maybe I also have the ability to seize them now, if I just reach for them. Slowly, yet surely, I reach out towards the shard emitting this warm light. The moment I clasp it with my hand, I feel my consciousness go blank as I absorb and become one with the me from another world. Ah, ha,
大丈夫ですか？星野くん。
Yeah, I'm good. Well, on second thought, maybe not. Ugh, my head freaking hurts. They may have been my own feelings and memories, but damn, it was still an awful experience having them all rush into me at once. However, none of that matters now.
保健室に行きますか?
The moment I see the face of the girl in front of me, my whole body heats up and begins trembling. It spreads to my brain, and that too shuts down for a moment. Yeah, I love her so much. The feelings well up in my newly merged heart. It should be my first time feeling them, yet they feel so very wistful. That isn't to say they feel uncomfortable or wrong, not in the slightest. These feelings are real, so very real. I completely surrender myself to the emotions overtaking me and give her the most gentle smile I can muster. I'll be alright, Nene.
それならいいんですが、無理はしないで。
I really do owe you an apology. I've hurt you, Nene, and it went on for far too long.
今、ねねって。
Ah, and I guess I ought to apologize for this too. Turned it to complete rubbish now. I returned the shard inside my hand to her. It has completely lost its luster and beauty, now taking on a white color, like calcified.
あれ、白くなって。これってどういうことでしょうか?
I used the fragments inside of it to seal the hole in my heart. They became a part of me.
それじゃあ。星名くん。
You can call me Shuji-kun if you'd rather do that. I'd kind of like you to, honestly.
それって。
It's all come back to me. Well, that might not be the right way to put it. It's all kind of jumbled together. I feel like me, but not me at the same time. It might take a bit of time to get used to, but I think I can do it. I'm not the exact same as the other me, but I know everything he did. I have all the memories of us together within me. I remember all the fun we had together, but I also realize the pain I put you through all these years. I'm so sorry, Nene. But there's still one thing I have left to find out. So would you mind telling me, Nene? Were you able to find the happiness you wanted?
そんなの決まってます。聞くまでもありません。幸せじゃないに決まってるじゃないですか。ずっと一人だったんです。これ以上未来を変えたら修士君と出会えないかもしれないって。だからいろいろ我慢して頑張ったのに。他の人ばっかり幸せになっていて、私は以前のまま一人きりで。ようやく出会ったのに私に気づいてくれませんし、避けるようになりますし、果ては変態を見るような目で見つめてきますし。
You're the one who said something so ridiculous, Nene.
だって。
Come on now, don't cry. I gently reach out my hand towards her, and I begin to stroke my sobbing girlfriend's soft, silky hair.
泣かせたのは修士君じゃないですか。嘘つき。好きになるって。出会ったら好きになってくれるって言ったくせに。
I'm sorry, Nene. I'm so sorry. I may not be the same Hoshina Shuji that you fell for, but I have his love within me. I can feel it blossoming within me with every word you say. Ah, I just kinda started calling you Nene without permission. Isn't that alright?
はい。呼んでください。もっとたくさん呼んでください。やっと呼んでもらえる。声を聞かせてもらえるんですから。
Nene. I'll say it again. I love you. I love you so much that I went into the past just so I could chase after you. I can feel my body heating up like a furnace just from all the passionate emotions you stir up in me. My feelings haven't changed one bit. I still love you in this world. You're my beloved, my one and only. This may feel a bit weird for me to be asking. But would you go out with me? I want to live every single day of my life with you.
ようやく言えます。今までずっと未来が変わるのが怖くて言えなかったんです。でもやっと言えます。好きです。大好きです。私はあなたのことが大好きです。愛しています。もう離れたりしません。
I'm sorry for everything. I know it must have been hard. In retrospect, honestly, I realize how terribly cruel I was to you.
私怒ってます。マジ怒です。
I'm sorry.
許しません。絶対に許しません。今までの分をちゃんと埋め合わせしてくれないと許しませんから。
That's fine. I'm willing to take responsibility for that. But I have a more important request for you right now. I want you to be my girlfriend again.
はい。よろしくお願いします。
Thank you, Nene. Thank you so much. She smiles at me warmly as the tears just keep coming down. I always knew that this girl looks best with a smile on her face. It might feel a little weird to say this, but since I gave you a farewell when you left, I'll go ahead and say it. Welcome back, Nene.
ただいま。
With this, she and I have finally reunited with one another. Nene kept clinging to me for a long time, like she wanted to dispel all the frustration she'd had pent up. It was a long journey, but we are finally back in each other's arms. For Nene, it was probably even more emotional due to all the years she spent waiting. Our life begins anew, but we both know that there aren't any do-overs this time. We'll find enough happiness that the thought doesn't even cross our minds.
サノバウィッチ